Hello, kitchenettes, kitchen littles, kitchen nuggets. Sorry about that. I was having some sort of weird, like, all of a sudden I can't work my phone moment. I was trying to hit live and nothing was going on. So I'm like, what am I doing? Do I even know what I'm doing? Apparently not. Apparently I don't know what I'm doing. So welcome to my Bare Bones Kitchen and Monday Morsels. I am Harmony, your culinary coach. Oh, let me turn that down because I don't want to hear that. And I don't think y'all do either. Fun notifications, that's what that is. So welcome to my Bare Bones Kitchen, and of course it's Monday Morsels, and you know, my biggest thing, like one of my all-time favorite things, is sweet and savory. Like, I am so down for sweet and savory. Like, I can't even describe it, how much I love sweet and savory stuff. Like, I am a pork chops and applesauce girl. I am a sweet and sour and ranch girl, dipping my chicken strips into it. Like, I love a sweet, savory thing. I love some sweet, hot barbecue pork jerky. Like, I'm totally a sweet, savory person, sweet, spicy. Like, I love that kind of stuff. So tonight I decided, and a very short time ago, by the way, I decided I was going to make a apple chutney. So I know that here in the Pacific Northwest, we are about to get inundated with apples. There are going to be apples falling off of trees, and people are so tired of having apples, and people are giving away apples, and people are begging you to take apples, kind of like zucchini right now, right? Because everybody has zucchini in their garden. We're going to be hit with apples. And so I know last week I did an apple dish. This week I'm going to do another one. But it's a chutney, and so if you don't know what a chutney is, it's kind of like, sort of like a salsa and a sauce got married and had a baby. Sorta. Kinda. I don't know. It comes from India, though, and it's generally a spicy thing. I am winging it tonight, purely winging it. I do have my pan going nice and hot. I don't have any oil because I forgot to get oil, so I'm going to use butter, which is fine. I mean, like, whatever fat you cook with typically. I just usually use olive oil to cook stuff like this, but today I'm just going to use butter because that's what I got. That's what I got, y'all. And I have about, I don't know, right around a 3/4-ish of a cup of some Walla Walla sweet onions. And I'm just going to toss those in there. And I always like to spice stuff at this level and then spice it again if I need to later. Because personally, while I'm cooking it, I like to smell the spices. Maybe that's weird, but I like to smell how they're kind of coming together with my onions and stuff. So I'll usually throw those in fairly early. So tell me what your favorite flavors are. Do you have a favorite flavor combination? Are you a sweet and spicy? Are you a sweet? Are you a salty? Tell me what you got. What you got? So I did put in a little bit of ginger. Sorry, I'm not doing this very well. A little bit of black pepper. I'm going for some cloves. A little bit of cloves. Be careful with the cloves. Remember, they're pretty potent. Just need a little smidge of those. I am doing some cardamom. If you don't have this stuff, that's okay. You can use the spices that you have on hand. And the cardamom is going to be another one of those that's kind of intense, so you want to be pretty careful with it. I used my salt, so of course I put it back habitually. I've got a little bit of cinnamon here. And you could absolutely throw some raisins in here, or cranberries if that's your jam. Do some salt. But tonight, this is what I have. I've got some apples, I've got some onions, I've got some spices. So this is how we're going to roll tonight. And I do love reading your guys' messages. So for those handful of you guys that have been messaging me, I will take messages on Facebook for sure. If you need to message me off of YouTube and you're only subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can just put a little comment in there. I don't really know. I'm not really sure that there's a way to actually message me via YouTube. I'm not that skilled yet. I'm not that skilled, okay? I'm just working on it. Just working on it. Cheers to y'all, by the way. Oh, that smells delicious. I'm going to add a little bit of ginger paste as well. I know I added some dried ginger, but I like ginger, especially with apples. I think it's delicious. I don't know, I probably added a teaspoon. And I'm just kind of trying to get my onions a little soft here. And I just chopped my onions small. You can, if you want to do strips, if that's your jam. Hello, Jacob. If that's your jam, you want to do strips, like whatever way that you opt to cut your ingredients is going to be up to you. I generally go for like a small to medium dice because to me that's easier to work with, depending on what I'm making. So if I'm doing like linguiça and peppers and onions, I do strips. So because then it kind of, I don't know, it just works better for me in that particular dish. I have about 3 apples, which I have peeled, cored, and chunked up. See, they're just looking like potatoes here. Not gigantic pieces. And I'm just going to throw those in on top of my onions and try to not burn myself again. Smells pretty good with all this stuff in there. And then I'm going to give it a little bit of sweetness. So I'm going to add a little shot of maple syrup. You could add a little shot of brown sugar. If you've only got white sugar, do that. Apparently I can't get my syrup open though, so I might have to run it under warm water. Or maybe my hands are just too greasy. Look at that faux pas moment. Love it. Last week it was cans dropping, and this week it's can't open up my syrup. Good times and great oldies back to back. There we go. Didn't think it had been that long since I used my syrup. I'm just going to do a little shot of this. Just got to be careful if you're not used to using pure maple syrup. It's not like pancake syrup. It is very thin, so you just have to be really careful. If you want to use an agave or honey instead, that's totally cool too. I'm just doing maybe a tablespoonish somewhere in there. Y'all know I don't measure anything, so. And we're just going to go with this until the apples are soft. And again, if you wanted to add some cranberries to this or some raisins, you could totally do that. A pear, if you have a pear tree, do a little apple pear chutney. That would be amazing. Goes over here. It's nice to use up some of these spices that I don't get to use very often because like I just don't cook with a lot of them, but I always have them generally for like completely random recipes. Like I'll buy, I mean, who in the hell has cardamom in their cupboard? Yeah, I do. Why? Who knows? I bought it for probably one recipe and I probably use it very little, very little. It's just not something that recipes generally call for. All right, now we're going to give this a little bit of acid, and I'm going to go with a little apple cider vinegar on that. And probably 2-ish tablespoons. maybe a quarter cup, so 3 tablespoons. Because there's always going to be a nice balance with the acid and the sweet, so that is what we're going to do. And I'm not going to keep you guys for too long, but I will cook this down a little bit more, probably about 20-ish minutes, somewhere in that vicinity. We're just really trying to get everything to soften up and cook down a little bit. And yeah. So I just want to go over really quick because I was super excited. Excuse me. I went to that event last week. I don't know, some of you that are my personal friends on my personal Facebook, I don't even remember where I posted. I'm not even going to lie. Maybe I posted on here. I think I did post it on here. I went to a networking event, and it was a blast. I met so many awesome people, and I got to, like, face-to-face meet people that I've literally been working with for, like, a year. So that was super fun and exciting. Got some new subscribers, so thank you to you all for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for following me on Facebook. Make sure that if you want some Bare Bones Kitchen gear that you let me know. I will post my email here. I'm going to do Flip It Friday very soon. I'm trying to get a few more ducks of my own in a row. And, you know, with school starting, before school starts, because it's coming. It's coming, you guys. Already. I got schedules for my high schooler, my freshman. My last one. Last kid in school. I'm so stinking excited. I can't wait to travel the world. That poor kid doesn't even know. Like, he's not coming with me, though. No. I think I'll be doing a couple trips with my daughter, though. So, continue to follow, continue to share. I'm going to throw a little bit of water in here because it's getting a little sparse in the liquid. I'll see you all on Wednesday for regular Bare Bones Kitchen. Thank you for joining me tonight, and hopefully I will be a little bit more organized since literally I threw this together 2 hours ago. Because I'm like, I had a friend message me and he's like, what are you doing for Monday Morsels? And I'm like, I'm not even gonna lie, I have no idea. No idea. Let me just pull something out the hat. Which is kind of how I roll anyways, but I do like to be a little bit more organized so I can appear to be more organized for you all. And thank you all for showing up. Like I always say, you continue to show up, so do I. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for coming tonight, and I'll see you on Wednesday at 5.